Hey everybody, this is Schnerfrod doing a X-Class tutorial. Welcome to my stream. Just wanted to say hello and welcome you. Lots of good content out on YouTube. Hopefully find something helpful out here. Again, my name is Schnerfrod. I am in server 361. I've been playing about 2 months and here in the USA. And right now I am level 26. So hopefully trying to get some more basic content out there for beginners. So again, welcome. If you guys have any comments, feel free to leave them below. Any content you want to see, feel free to let me know that as well. You guys probably know more than I do. But for those that don't, hopefully you'll find some of this information helpful. So today's guide, just wanted to talk about the checklist that I follow when you get to reset. Just so many things that you could potentially need to do and try and make things as efficient as possible for you guys and some things to think about. So let's get underway without further ado. So you'll notice I've got my screen here and I've just reset, I think it was about 15 minutes ago. And again, there's tons of red dots and numbers and stuff to remind you of all the things that you might need to get done at reset. I haven't been in the game in a few hours, so you can see there's probably maybe a little bit more stuff out there that needs to get done. But in any case, let's kind of go through a few things here. One of the things I try and do first off, if you go into the mall here, up in the upper right-hand corner, you can see that you always have this daily chest on the first page here for the daily special offer. So click that, get some diamonds there, and scroll across to this value weekly card that you can see the number 1 buy here. And click on that and get that one as well. A couple more diamonds and some rare crystals. Before going too much further, I should say too, it's always helpful to be in a really good union. I'm in a really good union, probably the top union on our server. And so some of the things that I'm going to go through definitely help if you have a lot of active players in your union, and what you'll be doing helps them too. So one of the things I like to try and do first off as well is just go into the events scroll over in the top right. You can see it's like a little yellow notebook piece of paper. And when I'm further advanced at doing YouTube, I'll highlight this on the screen. But you can see this yellow scroll with the number 3 next to it. So I'm going to click on that. And you can see on the bottom, we've got our arms race. Definitely see right off the bat, like what the arms race category is. So for this one, it's Hero Recruit. Usually I've got enough XP to do just one upgrade. And usually one upgrade at the level I'm at just gets all the points that you need to for the day. So for arms race, that one should be pretty quick to get that one moved forward. And then just follow across the bottom here, we've got Ruins Battlefield, which doesn't start till Fridays, so that's kind of not applicable. We've got this Nightfall trial going on. So that one is something I'm definitely going to do at reset. I'm not going to do it on this video, but that's something I'm going to do in just a little bit here. Union Boss, check in your union announcements to see when that's going to be happening. Usually for our server anyways, it happens at, or for our union, I should say, it happens at reset or 12 hours past reset. So keep an eye out for when that's going to happen. I'm not going to do that right now either. I'm not an R4, so I can't start it either. But you might see the start button and wonder why you can't start it. If you're not an R4, you can't do that. Some of the other things down here, I'll definitely do World Boss at reset. I won't do it on this video, but that's probably a good one to make a video on because I think it's some good information about that. But again, just scrolling through the bottom and just seeing what else is going on to be aware of. You may want to do, like if your whole union is doing Union Boss at first, make sure you know that so you're not starting other rallies at the same time. Like you don't want to be doing Nightfall trial while the rest of your union is doing Union Boss. So in any case, make sure you know kind of what's going on at reset. Probably a good idea to log in a few minutes before reset just to kind of figure this stuff out before you get into it. So that being said, those are your activities that are going on. We're in VS right now, the Union Duel, And so I think we're on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. So check out which things you need to do for Wednesday. I made a screenshot of each one of these so I could prep a little bit of just like what all the activities are for any given day. My opinion, what they tell you in these tutorials isn't super helpful. It's more helpful for me just to have a specific list and some rough idea of just how many points I'm going to get for each one. So complete intelligence quest. That one usually is on Monday, Wednesdays, and I believe Fridays, if not Saturdays. But again, make screenshots for yourself so you can know for sure which days those activities are going on. And then just go through like what are the things you might want to do at reset. So for intelligence quest, that's a pretty high point activity there. So that's a good one. And I know, for instance, like I've been saving up intelligence quests all day. So I've got, as you can see up at the top, the stored event count, I've got 35 out of 35 ready to go. I've done a couple. You can see this blue monster in the bottom center here with the red dot, like I did that earlier because I knew that was going to be coming up at reset and it'd be quicker to do if I already did it. And I can just press the button and collect that. So those are all ready to go and I can just kind of fly through that and get my 35 intelligence quests done. So just going back into VS, you can see you've also got using energy crystals as well as technology research speed ups. So that might, and the top one of obviously increasing technology CP by 1, that if you've got some super soldier or VS intelligence research to do, we can go over to the research center here. I've actually got a couple of those going already, but if you did happen to have something in your VS section here to do, you could use the intelligence quest, you could speed it up. You could use the research, you could use the VS research, you could use your crystals as well as a speed up and kind of triple up on what kind of points you're going to be getting for that. So again, being aware of what's going to be counted for points on any given day, just being aware of that. So at reset, usually before at reset, I'll check these, but since these are out there, I'll just check and make sure that I know kind of what things I need to do. So I definitely would be doing those intelligence quests. And lastly, these Mystic Beast mark chests. So I know I've got in my research, in my bag here, I've got a bunch of those to fly through. So at reset, I'd be doing a bunch of those as well and getting points for those. So that's some of the activities that are going on. Again, you can go into this event calendar and see that the World Boss, Union Boss, some of the same stuff that we saw in the other tab are going on. So those would be some things that I'd want to do. Where I'm at, it is resets at about 9 p.m. And so if I go into the Tavern Quest, for instance, some of these are going to take a couple hours to do. In fact, some of the higher end quests will take about 4 hours to do. I'm not going to be up that late at night. So what I do personally, and this is all preference based on you and your gameplay and schedule and everything else, I don't do any of these tavern quests until the next day. I'll do them the next morning just because I don't want to wait till 1 a.m. to potentially open these things. I'll get them done throughout the day, the next day, and just make it a little bit more relaxing. And so similarly, the ally quests and things you're going to be giving help on, these tavern quests, some of them don't actually, some of the quests here don't actually get enabled or become openable, I guess, until 2 or 4 hours after you turn it on. Similarly, some of these ally quests won't either. And so just beware that the better ones are not these ones that are taking like 30 minutes. You can go down here and see some of the blue ones probably are going to be ready to open in about 30 minutes. Let me scroll down really quick here and try and find some of those. I guess nobody started those yet. Anyways, but yeah, here's a couple purple ones that are, 15 minutes out. Those aren't too bad, but like you want to get at least 4 stars and hopefully get some yellow ones to be able to help maximize your points on that. So again, just depending on where you are in the world, makes a determination on which ones you want to open and when and help out on. So that's my own personal preference. Wagons, I find I usually don't set these off until the next day either. I find there's a lot of people who are trying to get their trying to plunder other people's wagons right after reset, and so the chances of you putting something down with S plus shards in it and having it be safe all the way until you open it 5 hours later is pretty low. And so I usually don't start these until the next day either. I think people, when they are plundering these, they want to plunder them as quickly after reset as possible because they don't want to be stuck later in the day not being able to plunder anything. And so they'll usually plunder them right away. And I'll do the same thing. I'll plunder other people's wagons right at reset. So that's definitely on my list. But I will not put my own down because I'm afraid that, I've just had much better luck if I put them down, 12 hours after reset, for instance. I'll have a lot more luck with them not getting plundered, for instance. So just a little tip there that's worked for me. So this I won't touch, but then going into other people's wagons, I'll definitely be doing that, and seeing. And for me, it's all about trying to find as many S plus shards as possible in somebody's wagon, and being able to plunder that maybe 1 or 2 times to get as many of those as possible. So definitely plundering wagons. One thing that's pretty critical for if you're in a pretty active union is to go into this little scroll in the bottom left corner with the feather on it that has the number 2 on it. You can see it says upgrade summon hall to level 6 next to it. So in there is a list of daily quests. I'll click on that now. That the more people in your union get to 200, the better rewards everybody in the union gets. So if you are in an active union, this is something good to just kind of go through and checklist and make sure you're doing some of the items on here to get up to that 200 points. It's usually not hard to do, and usually I don't even have to do all of these to get it to well, you never have to do all of them to get to 200 points, but usually, you do a good number of those maybe one day and then do the rest of them the following day. If your reset splits days. For me, again, my reset's at 9 p.m. and so I only have 3 hours until the next day starts. So I can get some of them done before midnight, and then the rest of them done the next day to get up to 200 points. So real easy stuff here, like do a hero recruit, do union donation. I usually have a list of these that I know, if I go into union and do into technology, it's usually pretty quick to, just go in here and kind of just get these all hammered out before, in order that we can get as many of these claimed as possible. And then when you do that, you can go into union and see your union badge. You can see some of the things that, this is kind of what I'm talking about. That's a union duel. I apologize. Activity badge. So the more people in your union getting 200 points, the more rewards you get for everybody. And ours is pretty active, so we usually get it to level 5 pretty much every day, if not level 4. And the chests they have for these are usually pretty good with resources and everything like that. So that is good to know. And again, our castle badge, we've got a lot of people that are getting to be higher levels. So everybody in our level, in our union is above, at or above level 24. So you get a lot of good stuff. Make sure you go in here and claim all of these. So I'll do that while I'm in here. And yeah, so that's another thing to make sure that you do. If you're in the VIP club, I believe it was 10,000 diamonds to get in that. And our union is so active, you get so many diamonds, it's really not too hard to do that. So I joined that for VIP level, and make sure you claim that. It's pretty good. You get an S shard every day, and the diamonds just, you accumulate them so quickly with an active union. The better union you're in, the better it is for things like that. In the upper right hand corner, you've got this daily chest as well. Make sure you claim that. So that will be on the list. And then in the top left, you can see that green bar that says 180 with the red dot next to it. Click on that. There's stamina that you can get, so claim that. Again, I get so many diamonds from the union I'm in, and just activities that happen. I usually buy this 100 stamina for the 300 diamonds. So confirm that. And there you go. So those are a lot of the things that I do upon reset. Some resets you get a new hero, and so you can go into some of these different sections and see like what the hero trial is that's going on, or what the hero pass is that you've got. We just got who is this? I don't know who this is. I should know. This is so embarrassing. We just got a new hero today, and I'm not sure which one it is, but again, that's all part of the game, is learning the different ins and outs of it, and which heroes are the best, and things like that. So in any case, it's always good to go in there and check that out and see what's going on there. Other than that, make sure you help your friends as much as possible by pressing in an active union. That's the downside of an active union, is they're always pressing the helping hand button, and helping people out. So in any case, I hope that is helpful. If you do find it helpful, please like this video and comment below on if there's things you'd like to see more of or less of. Again, this is Schnerfrod, and I am signing out. Take care, everybody.